Okay, YouTubers, be doing an unboxing and installation of some IArmor running boards. Driver's side. Step. Second step. I'm guessing that's what's in this box. That's P92, so this looks like all the hardware. Driver side, passenger side. I'm guessing PR is for passenger side. Passenger side, driver side. Hardware for step pads. Instruction manual. And all the hardware. So, spare hardware, washers, bolts, some lock rings, nylon locks, what those are. We'll find out when I read it. Hardware for step pads. These are hangers of some type. So, first thing is open up the instruction manual. I'm going to read it a bit, so I'm going to turn off the camera and figure out what I have to do. Okay. So, looks like I need to put in a bunch of these. Flat washers. And washers. Down. I'm not going to hold the video up while I do that. It's the wrong size, so I'll have to go get that. Anyways, so I'm just going to put all the nuts on all these, and then there's two sunken bolts in there. Yeah, I have to put in, which would be these. So I'm just going to stop the video while I line that up and tighten it down. So I got all the nuts started on the back, but I'm not tightening them. I'm gonna put these two countersunk ones in first, so the step lines up properly, and then I'll go back and tighten those up. So it's seated pretty good. So I'm just going to tighten these up, then I'm going to do the same there, and I'll probably break out this bar and put the steps on them too. Okay, so I've got my two steps on, and I'm just going to go ahead and put these on just loosely, rather than putting the bracket on to the truck first and then having to get these on underneath. So to run a bolt through, so that's going to go on like that. One of the large bolts through another washer. They don't show the lock washers, so I'm going to put one on. I'm going to start those like that. Do the three of those. And my truck has a threaded receiver for this at the front, but on in the middle and the back I'm going to have to use one of their jigs here to go through the big hole. So I'm just going to do these up, and then we'll go under the truck and we'll install the one and the other two after. Okay, so I'll put my M6 bolt through here, and then I need the bolt through here since I've got the stud in there already. So that one there was what? Another that's an M8, that was an M6. So it has a lock washer, a flat washer on it. And now I'm just going to get some, going to come through the body for this piece with two M6 by 1 1/4. So those are going to come through from that side. And they're going to need one of these. So, just so I have the hardware under there, and I'm going to crawl underneath there and install this. And then I'm going to show you not really much to see underneath. But I'll take the camera off here. I'll show you. So there's going to be spots here, and then in the middle and at the end also on the running boards. You'll find these, and that's what you gotta line that up with. Put my camera here, right spot. So these holes here, the bolts are going to come through that. With this on the outside, I believe. I'll have to double check the instructions. And then you're going to put your washer and nut on the other side, and this is going to go into a spot in the frame on the inside. So I'll show it installed once I'm done. Okay, so that's how I did it. I put it on the inside. It seemed to be a bit flatter on the inside than having it rub up right into the corner here. So those two bolts will hold that on. And on the inside, excuse my Blair Witch. See, there's where the bolts come through, and they're on this one here. It's threaded, so I can put the hanger in. On the other one down here, I'm going to have to use the funky bars. Peel this off. Or maybe just poke a hole through it and put their hanger in here so it has somewhere to thread to. So that's next. Okay, so I've got this one in. I just cut a little slice in the tape there and lowered the nut end down so you can see it in the hole. Put a bolt through and then attach this. And on reading the instructions, it does say to mount this on the inside. This is the weld rim that they're talking about. I was following that instruction 100%, so the bracket's supposed to be on the inside like it is here, so that solves that. So lastly, I got to do the end one. It's exactly the same as this, so. And I'll put that in and then we'll get ready to mount it. As you can see, all the bolts are loose. Don't tighten them up. If you tighten them up, you're going to wind up having to loosen them to get the runners on. If it's anything like my last truck, they're not going to line up 100% because there's a bit of play, of course. So once you loosen them and then put the runners on, you come back and tighten up all the bolts. Okay, next step is to put M6 by 120 T-bolts into the frame of your step. Got to put 6 of those in to match the locations of the step bars coming off the vehicle. And then we're going to put some washers and nylock nuts under them. So I'll put 2 there, and there'll be 1 in here somewhere. And then the same at the other end. Down here. So next I'm going to flip this over and put it on the truck. See what kind of a mess we can get into. Okay. So turn it around. And see right here. Like that. I already lost the screw, but anyways. Put it back in. Flat washer and lock nut on there. I'm just going to do the same here. and at the end, and I'm just going to position it where it's got to go. Figure that out. Looks like it pretty much goes end to end of the body, so probably just overlap it a bit and make sure it's in the center. And once we start tightening stuff down, then I can move it around a bit and figure out exactly where I want it. So I'll just stop the video here while I do that. Not too much to see there. Okay, so I've got that on the lower pieces, and what I did was I just brought the front piece up to where the bend is. As you can see that where it tapers and comes flat. That's where my first nuts are, or bolts into the rail, and that way when I do the other side I can get them at the same spot. I don't have to muck around a bit. You can only go forward anyways, and I don't think I'd want it any further forward than it is. So that's how she lines up. So all I got to do now is tighten up those bolts and do the other side. And since the other side is just a mirror of this side, I'm not going to bother putting a video up of that. It's just going to be repeating the whole process again, and I don't need to do that. The only other thing that's in the box that if you wanted to put on were these red pieces, and that just goes in behind the IArmor sign if you want it to show up. Here the back one. So there's just double-sided tape, and you throw that in behind there. I don't know if I'll do that. I might do that. Makes it show up a bit better, and they're not going to rust anyways. They're not steel, so it won't matter if it traps a bit of moisture behind there. So I'll probably do that. Anyways, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and leave any nasty comments below. Thanks.